Wyatt here with OVM. So I don't always work on cars, trucks, motorcycles, etc. I actually enjoy working on computer stuff sometimes. So I'm going to add this to the channel. Again, I know it's not car, truck, motorcycle, but it's still interesting information. Today I'm going to be working on a EVGA GTX 660 video card. This video card came in to me with a collection of other different things from a customer for barter. I do barter sometimes. Helps the world go around, right? And what's going on with it is I can tell that it's dirty. Just plain and simple. It's an older card. People don't tend to clean the computer, even myself. I know I should clean out the computers as much as possible, especially with animals. And for me personally, especially when my dog's hair gets longer, and if the hair can get up, the fans can suck them up in there and do all kinds of things. So come take a look at all the equipment and what I have to do. Okay, so here is what I have that I'm going to be using. I have two drop lights here. I have a drop lights with two photo shoot type lights that will be giving me a good amount of light down here. Here's the card. In fact, let's go ahead and turn on the light here. Maybe kind of sort of. Hey, there we go. Let's get the other one on too. There we go. Okay, so here it is. This is the EVGA GTX 660. You can just see down in there all the dirt. So this has to all come apart to get down in there to clean it. And then I'm also going to re-thermal paste the GPU. And there's my thermal paste, Corsair thermal paste. Just need a couple of tools. Obviously the screwdriver. There are screws on the back of the card holding it in place. And then the 3/16 to 4 bolt on the DVI ports there. I'll be doing the work filming the work with the GoPro Hero 7 Black. I'll be wearing it with a chesty, so you can get right up and personal, see what I'm doing. And then I have anti-static gloves that I'll wear as well. And then here is the Clean Doctor multi-purpose duster, air to blow out all the dirt. All right, let's get to work. Here we go. Let's get rolling here. Let me get on my anti-static gloves. You can kind of start wherever you feel like starting. I'm gonna get these out of the way. Disclaimer: they might already be a little loose. Don't know how that happened. Loosening these, let's just get them off. There's one additional screw up top. Display port cover. Welcome. Just disassembling this GTX 660 here. Hey, where are you going? Where do you think you're going, bucko? If you're wondering, these are anti-static gloves. So I hit the phone. The screws are all the same, so you don't have to worry about mixing them up. What's interesting, you can look at the back here and tell, see these four look very symmetrical. These four are actually going to put a lot of pressure down on the GPU, which is in the center. So when we go back together, I'll show you what I recommend tightening down that portion, going in a crisscross fashion, same as you would if you're doing a CPU. And I did forget one thing that I'm looking at my bench. I forgot the alcohol wipes. They're behind me though. We're going to need the alcohol wipes to get off the, what's it called? Thermal paste. The old thermal paste, because who knows if this has ever been done. I can't tell. Alright, now we're down to the last center four here. Come on over a little closer. This thing's hitting my leg though. So just do a quick double check after you get the last one out to make sure you got everything off before you start prying. You definitely don't. The car stuff I do is a little more forgiving when you start prying stuff, but computer parts not so much. They tend to break. So I can tell pretty much I think I got everything. So we can gently and wiggle it away. And then when you pull it away, there's going to be a connector in there. There goes to the fan. Very carefully get in here and just pull straight down and it pops right off. So here is the GTX 660. You got the GPU in the center. You can see the thermal paste. I don't want to touch it because thermal paste is evil, just like aluminum stuff we use for like spark plugs. This stuff is nasty. It gets on you. There's probably some on here that's never come off. Okay, so obviously I'll be cleaning this up. I'll just set you off to the side. And then here's the heat sink. So the heat sink travels, well, I'll take it apart, but you can actually see, oh man, I can do it in there. Super freaking dirty. From the plastic, the funny little plastic here. So you can see there's another set of screws. So we go to town. All right. Oh, come on, get out of there. Just want to be a pain, do you? Jeez, a little stuck in there, good. Nothing hidden, no fancy crazy stuff to keep you from not doing this type of stuff. Like, oh my god, you took it apart. To be honest, this needs to be done. I don't know a time frame really, but again, that totally depends on your house. If you live in a house that has pets and you have a lot of dander and a lot of extra stuff in that house. There we go. So now this should separate. There we go. So pretty dirty up in there, and then of course blockage of air. The fan pushes the air across these fins, which is a copper tubing here, copper conductor up into the fins to relieve the heat, and the air is going to go, well, this shroud keeps the air in control, so it pushes the air when the fan's spinning, so it's sucking from here, pushing it across, and then it takes the heat that's being taken away from the GPU all the way out through these holes right here that'll then go out the back of the computer. That's if everything's working properly. You get an overheat issue. I had a card personally, I had an overheat issue where the fan failed and it overheated. So let's get this thing cleaned up a little bit here. Could vacuum it. That would probably be smarter, but whatever. You want to hold the fan. You don't want to free spin a fan. So if you're using other computer pieces, and these are fins like a radiator, so you have to be careful with them too, but I'm going to hold the fan. I'm so like, just want to vacuum it. Not blow all this crap in my face. Let me grab my miniature handheld vacuum, because this is just going to make a freaking mess. Sorry for the noise. It did a lot better. Still a lot of crap on me. Oh man. Hairballs up in there. I might have to get some big guns in here. A lot of this stuff's coming out of the things there. Dumbass me blowing it over on the GPU. Didn't get as much as I wanted with this. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab my, oh shit, did I put it back in the van? I did put it back in the van. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna continue on with this. God, there's just so much on the fins. So much on the fins. Okay, we are back. So, yeah, alcohol pads. I'm definitely going to be doing all the blowing over here, away from all my small screws. Turn you a little bit here. Now, otherwise I'm going to be much better. Oh my God, that's dirty. Hey. God, look at all that buildup. Oh my God. Much better, much better. Alright, now to get the fins better. Oh, it's been beautiful. Just a tiny bit of stuff under, not as bad on the board. I'm trying to be careful. Definitely not hitting with the full amount of pressure. Nice and easy. Okie dokie. Thermal paste off of here. That's way old. It came off really easy, but you can tell it's freaking old. It's really, it's kind of hard and just the NVIDIA GPU. I wonder if the knockoffs don't have that. If you take them apart. Trying to get it all out of the edge here. Probably because it just annoys me more than anything. We also need to clean off of the, you can see this is actually quite a bit of friggin' paste, but clean that off the copper heat sink here. Oh yeah, how friggin' old that is. Just, it's hard, it's caked up. Nasty. Nasty. I hate this stuff too. Get on me and will never come off. That's probably one of the biggest concerns when doing CPUs, because people can put too much on, and then if you get into the memory block, memory go, that just causes a ton of issues. There we go. There we go. Hey, I'm so shiny. I'm gonna have that stuck in my head all day. Gonna have to play it. Okay. So you want to be ready, completely ready to put things back together when you put the paste on. I'm gonna use the P drop method, which is going to be a little drop right in the center. When we put it together, it will spread itself out, and when it heats up, it'll spread itself out perfectly even. But first, I want to get the fan shroud back on, so you get out of the way. And you just double check you didn't pinch the wires or anything, or just, you know, little things like that. And that your holes all seem to line up with where they're supposed to be. And you can put it back together. I do want to make sure they're tight though. A little bit snug, because you think they're constantly vibrating with the fan blowing and tons of heat in there. Alright, look at that. I can actually visually see where the GPU lies on the copper heatsink, so I could put the dab of, I'm using a XTM50 thermal paste. This is the premium, really good stuff, high performance. I want to make it look pretty. Come on. Close enough. So there's my tiny P. Little P. As you can see, it's not really going anywhere. But this gives me the opportunity to carefully plug the fan back onto the board. Touching that paste very carefully. Oh, I see a little something get in here. There. Very carefully bring her down. Okay. Now I'm going to do the 4 in the middle first, so I can cinch down the GPU onto that heatsink. And I'm going to, they all have springs on them, so they do keep a little pressure behind themselves. And I'm going to go in the pattern, a crisscross pattern. And looking around, I can see that everything else already lines up just fine. So I'm not worried about things being out of alignment. Let me put this guy back on. So this one has a little bit of pressure behind it because these little tangs here stick out. Just a tiny bit of like pressure. You can feel it. Snug, snug, a little snuggy. Put this back in the display port. All right, there we have it.
Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.